Hi, it's Joanne here. So I have a rant, a question. Last time I checked, Google was got their multi-billion-dollar value for being a search engine. So once they become an advertising company and you're in competition with Google, right? They should get a market value based on the fact that they're now an advertising company because they don't have the most up-to-date relevant information like they did in the beginning, because people can put a crappy website together and pay Google a fee and get ranked high on Google ahead of the sites that has the most up-to-date and current information. So it wasn't that long ago where you can go onto Google and use a tool to search your keywords, and now you have to set up an account with AdWords to be able to use this feature. I mean, this is what I mean by we're all in a perilous fight, because it's like, and why do I need a Google account to get a YouTube account? Why do why are they all partnering up? This is something where lawyers should come in and there should be an unfair business practices lawsuit, like a class action claim. The same thing when if you post ads on eBay and if you post ads on Craigslist, it's like they stalk your ads. They're like tracking you like a damn dog. And they're legitimate ads, but they have to push you back to a different area because you haven't paid for certain marketing thing. But you got your market value off the mass, off of doing like the preliminary things. You didn't get it from advertising. But now you're trying to push us into paying for advertising costs. People should really start to use other sites. They can't monopolize the internet like this. Go out from like the Big Ten websites. The mass have to, send a strong message that we're not going to tolerate this. Because inflation, that's the cost of goods going up. The cost of your goods are going to keep going up and up and up. Because it's only certain websites that are ranked first on these pages that even have that are going to be selling their products. I mean, I know how to get a website ranked on high on there, and I could prove that. But this is not what this video is about. Right? This video is about what they are doing to stack the odds against, regular people, small business people that are starting out, that just don't have a clue. But I have a clue. I'm an experienced businesswoman. I've been around. I'm 45 years old. I've had successful businesses. I know what I'm talking about. And I don't have to post this on there. I'm telling you because people don't know what a perilous fight they are in. If you accept that, then you got to do something about it, right? I mean, it aggravates me because you're using these tools. That's what they got their market value on. These sorts of tools and these relevant and up-to-date current searches that you do. But that's not who Google is anymore. I'll give you an example. Last week, I was advertising something, and I'm listed on the first page in this particular area a few times on this first page. Like I said, I know about search engine optimization. I have experience and I know what I'm doing, right? So I noticed that this blog that I had was coming up on this other search for this other service that I offer. So I said, okay, well, let me put on this blog that I know how to rank people high on the first page of Google. And I just so happened a few days before that, I don't even think it was a week before that, I had applied for an AdSense on that blog. So they said, they have to go and look at the blog and everything to assess it. to see if they're going to approve me for the AdSense account. So I guess they looked at the blog and saw that I had an ad that you can rank on Google high, that if you paid me a fee, I would do that for your company. So all of a sudden, that's not there anymore. It was ranked really high on the first page, and all of it, well, I'm just saying it, all of a sudden it's gone. It was been there for over a year. And just, this is, you know what it is? Sometimes people don't do anything because they don't think it affects them directly. They're not emotionally involved. This affects anybody listening to this. And that could be somebody, if you have issues with women, if you have issues with business women, if you have issues with the way I look, I don't really give a fuck, to tell you the truth. This matters to everybody, because the cost of goods keep going up because they get away with this stuff. Like, you're going to end up paying a lot more money for a particular service that is ranked high on Google, because it's a behavior that most people will look on the first page and choose something off the first page. They don't dig deeper. And a lot of times it's because they have so much noise in their life and they're so busy, because the other people stack the odds against them. And so and meanwhile you're spending so much more. For an example, like when you go to book, I was staying at somewhere temporarily before my apartment was ready. So I was staying there for a month. I wasn't going to spend $3,000 to be in a hotel for a month. It's just, some people do, I didn't. So I checked out this motel. It looked okay, and it had a nice pool, and I said, well, just let me go stay there. I go to book it, and then just at the last second I realized, wait a minute, this is not even the damn website. It was another booking fee website. I'm like, these guys think that I'm going to pay them how much? So I checked it out, and I had to dig for this particular website. Where it should have been at the top, not all these booking fee things, right? Do you see what I'm getting? Because of that, when I price shopped it, I would end up spending $300 more to book this motel room for the month. Oh, I was outraged. I said, are you freaking serious? And that's the tricks that are going on online. You have to watch when you're booking something, because this is how people make their money. Just getting in the middle of deals that they don't even do anything. You just punch in your credit card and all this, and they send it over the hotel. Is that worth $300? Are we at like $300 per 5 minutes work? Well, that's more than a lawyer would make, right? Oh my gosh, it's like insane. And it's not right, because people don't know that that's what's happening. They don't know. You got a new user on there, Nana, Grandma is on there, wants to book a cruise. She don't know, but she needs to know. People need to start to talk about this. It's like you need to check at the top of the site to see what the address of the website that you're on, to make sure you're on the actual, whether you're booking. Sometimes on cruise ships, like smartcruiser.com, you can find it cheaper on there than you can on the actual cruise ship. I've priced that out. I've shopped it out. You can look for yourself. No, I don't make any money if these guys make money. I'm just saying to help people. I understand the forces that be. I understand when you help, just to help, your life gets better. And I'm a living example of that. So, but this thing with Google is really starting to piss me off, I can tell you that. Because now it's like all the advertising dollars, they're trying to get all the advertising dollars. Well, I thought you were a search engine. So let's change your market value, because now I'm dazed and confused as it is when I go on your site, because I don't know if on the first page, is this the most up-to-date and current relevant information? Well, how you got your multi-billion-dollar market value? I don't think it is. I think these people paid you money, and that they're at the top ad. That's what I think. You know what? Because I'm right. Because if you look at if you search anything and look at the top of the page, and you'll see this blue faint, that's the whole, that is like it's just like, man, it's just like, you know how a criminal will just slightly look over at your purse right before he's ready to mug you? He'll just glance over. It's very nonchalantly, like, da 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 da, you know? That's what, like, you go on the Google page, it's like, just can barely see. Those top ads, people had to pay to get on them. They're supposed to be a search engine, right? And when you go into competition with these guys, you know, it's very expensive. It's expensive like hell. You know, I know how to get. That's why they pulled my my blog off. That's exactly why they pulled it off. I still have other. I'm still on the first page, but I'm saying I had like 4 or 5 on the first page. You're like, oh my God, she knows. You bet your ass I know. You know, I've been around the block. I know how to do it. I could charge a company $25,000 if I wanted to, that had the revenue to support that, and I would feel good about it, because I'd be like, you can get your money back because I know how to get you up there, and you can, if your revenue stream is in that, you know, price range, you know, that range of like, you know, let's just call it a lot of money. Let's call it a lot of money. Then, but I'm telling people, you need to wake up. You got to start to fight the fight. You know, you go into the bank, just say, should I buy? Should I invest? Should I put my savings in an investment account? Maybe I should go and buy some silver bars and put it in a security box, like, you know, at the bank. Don't secure the stuff at your house. Then you have a few drinks and tell somebody. Somebody did that up in Abbotsford in Canada. I heard about it at the hot tub, or the sauna I was at. Yeah, this guy had over $700,000 worth of gold. He stored it in his house. I'm like, well, if I know I know what you're gonna say next. It's already gone. He goes, yeah, how'd you know that? I said, because if you're telling me, obviously, this guy's an idiot. Who would store that much? I mean, anytime you have money, you can barely leave $100 around somebody coming over that could take that, you know? Hey, when it comes to money, people are crazy, man. There's an epidemic of, like, crime out there. So, you know, it is fucked up out there. That's what I got to say about that. That's what's going on out. It is some crazy shit, you know? And, you know, you gotta learn about money, people. Seriously. And you gotta say something. That's why I'm saying something about Google. In Craigslist, I have my ads for facilitating uncontested divorces. My ads are flagged all the damn time. There's nothing wrong with my ads. The lawyers flag it, flag it, flag it, flag it, flag it. They sit there with their little dicks behind their desk, their thumb up their damn ass, and they just flag the ads, like spoiled little bastards that they are. Oh yeah, wait till they hear this. I don't give a fuck, to tell you the truth. And then you contact Craigslist, and they say contact the police about the criminal behavior. That's another multi-billion. You think it's a multi-billion-dollar value on Craigslist? I think it's at $1 billion. And you can't staff it to make sure that you read the ads before you let this person waste my damn time? Are you serious? I mean, come on now, because my time is worth money, right? Like, oh my God, you know? And, yeah, just, you know, track you and stalk you and, you know, flag your ads and, oh, I've been threatened, I've been, oh, I can't even tell you what it's like, you know, but you be strong and you keep pushing on and stuff, and you say something. See, when somebody harms me, I say something, and that's what you should do too. If you have a bone to pick, you know, get a YouTube account. You're gonna need a Google account. Good Lord, why can't I use my Yahoo account? Why are they all clicking up together? That's unfair business practices. That's where the feds should get in there and find out what in the fuck is going on. You know, because that's not cool. You know, if somebody has different emails with Gmail, right? And you're trying to verify your account, and they say we need your phone number. What the fuck do you need my phone number for? Right? You want to pass it out so I get these phone calls and then mail in my damn box that I don't ask for the mail, but it's there in these phone calls? You selling my information? Is that what you're doing with that? Otherwise, why the fuck do you need it? It's my personal information, my damn phone number. Why don't you give me your personal fucking phone number? Small businesses are often run out of their house, right? So this, you know, the owner of Google, why don't you give me your phone number? I'll call you at home. Well, you have a problem? You don't. I mean, you don't mind asking other small business owners to give up their phone number. A lot of people run their business right from their house, right? So, oh, I could go on. I'm pissed off. Believe me, I am pissed off.